but we should start seeing each other on YouTube.
All right.
So I'm wondering if we go to the familiars. Oh, excellent connection. We're connected on YouTube. Can anyone go to our feed?
I am
Yes.
on the live.
Maybe not the studio. I should drink some water. Maybe
Oh,
not the
wait.
studio.
Hold on. The Familiars live stream. Yes, I see us.
Oh no, that's awesome.
All right. So if you chat into the live stream, it should also appear in Riverside, which is something that I thought was really handy because it can bring all these streams together, all these chats into this one chat. So let's see how that goes. You want to say something to us, Annalise?
Hi there.
No, I mean through the chat.
Through the chat? Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did.
through the live chat. I'm just curious if how it comes out on
Yeah,
the
it's
side.
working.
I did. I put some stuff into the chat.
Oh, live stream chat. That's what I have to click on.
Where do we see? Where do we see live stream chat? And Riverside. Chat,
yeah.
maybe. Chat.
There's
Studio
also a
chat.
whisper backstage, by the way. That's if we ever need to say something to one another that we don't want recorded. We type to one another.
Ah, wait.
Where is that?
Trying.
That's so cool.
It's in chat. Basically, the chat, I don't love how it's set up, but it's set up where you can have individual chats with
Oh,
everybody. But then
in the
there's live
studio
stream.
chat.
Trying to send you a message. It worked. Oh, crap, it worked.
Wait, but I typed that one through Riverside, not through YouTube.
Yeah, I just chatted through Riverside in the
someone-
studio chat.
And no one did it through YouTube yet?
No, we chatted in YouTube. It just hasn't showed up.
Hello. See what that looks like.
Familiars just said hello.
That's it. That was me from the YouTube creator channel. So
But I don't see it in Riverside.
you don't see it in Riverside. So if you go to chat, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see it yet either, but I think it'll show eventually.
Oh, crap, it worked.
Oh, maybe it's just not. Well, we'll keep practicing with this. This is one feature, one technical feature that I would love to have is for everyone to. So no one sees this. The familiars. You're seeing the familiars chat, but I'm not.
I see
that
the
right?
Familiars chat in YouTube, but
Right.
not in Riverside.
And what about you, Alex? Same thing.
I see live stream chat in Riverside, another chat in YouTube.
And are you seeing the stuff coming from YouTube to Riverside chat?
Nothing's coming from YouTube to Riverside.
Okay. All right. Well,
We might
we'll
need to upgrade it.
we did already, but we'll figure it out from there. All right.
Wait, here's a question for us, I think,
Yes.
just really quickly, which is what is the best way using this format? Should we be watching each other in Riverside or should we all be watching each other in YouTube? You know,
I think
like,
Riverside's ultimately the best because YouTube is a 30-second delay.
okay.
So live is better. It's more like Zoom through Riverside, in my opinion.
Well, for now, this could be a little, I mean, it's a little bit of an ersatz solution, but if we want to do the live small group studio session, someone could just have an eye on the YouTube chat
Mhm.
and read it out
Yeah.
to the group.
You can also enter as a producer on the Riverside Live, so it doesn't have a camera. But yes, exactly what you're saying. Like it doesn't give me a lot of camera controls, but it could give me some controls like that, being able to like look at chat or whatever without being, and then pipe in on the microphone. So that could be a
Awesome.
useful thing. It is still pretty. What's the word? Ersatz? Is that what you said?
Ersatz. It's one of my
That's
favorite
such a great
words.
word. It's a great word.
What does it mean?
Look at this. This is ersatz. These are ersatz original design here. One thing I've been trying to figure out is if you can like switch the camera or if it's always in the 4 setup here. So we'll find out. What I'm gonna do right now is, does everybody want to get a drink of water or do anything before we start? Because then we'll just do it like a show.
I'm good to go.
I'm good to
You're
go
good?
too.
All right, I'm gonna grab some water.
James Obert is here.
No.
He is.
Serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's amazing. All right, well, come see this
James!
random wacky thing. We'll record in a second.
So just so everyone knows if that's watching, yeah, we're testing a new idea about doing a live video, and we're doing a heist. Oh my God, I'm so happy you're here. We're doing a heist where I am playing Rooster, who is Dr. Professor Cooster, and Annalise is Worthy again. But
Back
I think
from the
you're
dead.
Bang Bang?
I think I'm Bang Bang.
Whoa, it's a magic trick. Look
And-
at this crazy magic trick. I'm here now.
And this is my future husband. Adam is his name. And he's going to be leading the heist. So now you are caught up. And it's so nice you're here. I like to think that Worthy and Rooster met for this like a long time ago.
Mm.
And is that coffee? Young lady.
It's Diet Dr. Pepper.
Give it.
I don't know why I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm just
Because
like
you just got back from the East Coast, boo.
I needed to nap like 3 hours today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
it was a long nap.
Indeed.
I think I'm also fighting off like a million different viruses because there were lots of high school and college kids. And I
Girl.
think they were all making out. And a lot of viruses got passed around. And I think that, like, including COVID. So my body's just like, don't get sick.
Oh no, I'm
didn't get it.
sorry.
I didn't get it, but we're fighting. We're fighting.
I'm glad to hear that.
Thanks.
Especially because I'm going to try and make you go to trivia tomorrow.
I knew.
And you don't want to, and I know that. But we'll see what
No,
happens.
I want to. I'm just very, very tired.
Maybe a little shy right now.
Maybe a little shy and tired.
Yeah, I got that. Sometimes I got shy too.
Yeah. I think also part of it is because, like, I was teaching in an intensive format for like a month. So it was being constantly on. And I'm
Yeah,
just like,
and so it's like,
I'm done being on.
yeah. Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
The good news is that you could just not be selfish and come to my trivia and like maybe answer some questions. Why are you being a bitch about this?
Because I am just a see you next Tuesday sometimes. I am in my see you next Tuesday era. I'm in my villain era, which is really just a people pleaser setting boundaries.
Yeah. And I'm sorry that I don't respect them.
That's okay.
Your boundaries are fucking with my boundaries. Hi, Adam.
Sorry, Adam.
Hi.
We'll play.
I
Oh,
respect
no.
you.
Instead of trying to,
You don't have to come.
emotionally blackmail her into
Oh.
going to trivia night, let us begin. I'm gonna mark the clip right now. That's it. All right, this is gonna be the beginning. Hey guys,
Hi.
that's clap is a good idea. Um,
Bum, bum, bum,
welcome
bum.
to this crazy thing that I just realized as I'm recording it. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Alex.
Bum 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 bum. Bum
Hey everyone!
Ba-da-bum,
I
bum.
can't do a good Jovi. You guys
Bum.
can do a better job.
bum 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 bum.
It's different this time. There's Adam. Adam, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yes, hi. My name is Adam Loftus. I am playing this like homebrew version of a game that I started with Alex and Annalise, who are both bringing in characters that you are familiar with.
Oh.
Oh, I have a little intro that I'll do, but I sort of want to just preface the whole thing, which is it's called, and I realize it's backwards, So This Is a Heist. We've written up some of the notes. On here I have my my map, which we'll talk about in just a second, because the way that this works, the way that this game works is that nothing has been pre-made. Everything is coming together as we decide it. The only thing we know is that it's there is a heist. You're here to get together, and there's a beginning, which we've done already, and there's an end. So people are kind of jumping in situ right here with us. I like to play with time, so we'll be able to go back and forth in time, also tactically back and forth in time. I will do my best to keep track of that. But that is a different mechanic. But the framework of all the battles and everything is going to be sort of based on D&D, which is why we're able to bring Rooster and Worthy into the game. So let us begin. I feel weird. I wrote a whole recap. Should I read the recap?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Oh my God,
I don't
would you
remember what
please?
happened.
All right. So this is a heist. In the heart of the sprawling metropolis known as Sunny Lulole, better known as Syndicate City, in the shadows dance under the watchful eye of an enigmatic and powerful Lord Sinister. Sense a theme. This city is a labyrinth of corruption, secret deals, and hidden treasure. Amidst its neon glow and dark alleys, two unlikely heroes emerge. Each donning an alias navigate the treacherous landscape. And I should mention, this is non-canonical. This is like Bruce Lee versus Dracula. So we know that Rooster and Worthy are here. They have aliases. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello. My name is Dr. Professor Kuster. I am a 5th level Dragonborn. I am a chaotic good. And I am a Dragonborn, about 6'6", 250 pounds. I like to hit things with my great axe, but I call it smashing. And I'm a barbarian.
Okay, it is a
And-
heist. No real. We gotta keep it a little close to the chest.
Oh, right. And you don't know what my background is.
And you've never met. And I'm sorry. What was your name? Bing Bong. Bang
It's Bang Bang. My name is
Bang.
Bang Bang.
Sorry, Bang Bang. Violet
I'm a tiefling, and that's sort of all you need to know about me for right now.
That's the fire. Is that right? The hellfire.
I'm not actively breathed in fire, no, but there is an odor. I've been told. I'm aware of it, and I don't appreciate it being pointed out. So, thank you for that.
I like your smell.
Well, it's an unlikely meeting between Kuster and Bang Bang.
Dr. Professor Kuster.
Dr. Professor Kuster and Bang Bang.
In fact, you could call me
who did not
Doctor
know
if
each
you
other.
want. No.
No, not doc. No, I mean Professor sounds better. I think.
Okay, Prof.
But we are currently in our second session. We had a first session already. And they have never met each other, but now they're working together. And on the very last session, what had happened is these two fine youngsters, along with the sidekick to the Gray Man, the man who brought all of you together for this particular heist, but is being a little bit secretive about what you're actually getting. It's okay, you're being paid a bunch of money. Do you remember how much money you're both being paid?
Oh no, I don't.
So don't
500
cheap
gold
us.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me get one more page
It
of
was
my
500.
notes.
We agreed to it.
We'll be right back. One
We'll
second.
check it.
1 second.
But 500
This
each,
is the song. Okay, 500 each.
So in the last session, you basically you went to the info center. So this whole place was sort of based as a utopia, and is now as like an authoritarian kleptocracy. Crime runs amok in Syndicate City. Surprise, surprise. But everything has like familiar generic names because it was kind of built into these like sectors by this architect. And the first one you went to, level 1-1, was the info center, but it's really a black market of intel. So you met a Jonathan Sharp, a Jay Sharp. That's my good friend Brandon. We'll appreciate that. And you went into his hideout, and he wanted to make a deal with you just to get a favor from you. And Bang Bang was not having it. Was just like, throw down some freaking darkness, steal the map, and get the fuck out of there. And you fucking bolted in a room full of his henchmen
Yep.
You decided instead of making the deal down the road that so very visibly stole the map, tricked him,
Yep.
very, very well tricked him, by the way, and ran out, beat up a few guards along the way. Just so in character of a bang bang, you know, it just feels like that's a bang bang solution.
I'm in my villain era.
So the way this game works is we project, we sort of tell each other what our plans are for this heist. I don't know what the best plan is. I don't have the whole world painted out. But what we do know, based on the map, is that this clock, the heist clock, is that you got to get all the pieces before the clock is done. And every time you do something or hit a milestone, that clock will progress forward. Now, this little thing over here is the map. That is what you stole. This is just a representation of that map. That other blueprint is far more detailed than that. But it basically revealed that there's 3 layers to this thing that you have to break into. Less and less detail as you go further down, but we have a good sense of what the surveillance is up there. We have a good sense of line of sight. And the way in this game works is that we know that we're about to go steal the map and all that, but now we're back in the present moment where we only met the day before. We haven't gone and stolen this map. We are brainstorming, using our skills together in this room, what we should approach next. And we're going to try and see what happens and sort of build out our success story. So that's catching everybody up. It's morning, it's a new day, the clock has ticked, and the gray man in his full cargo pants and camouflage.
No.
Yes, that was
Forgot.
established. Cargo camouflage pants. And a vest full of pockets with like potions and little papers and scrolls sticking out of it, like a photographer that you would see, but just like full of it. Sets you all aside around a big table, and there's a big old whiteboard right behind you. And he says, "All right, no bad idea, no good ideas, just ideas. What we got today?"
Well, I came up with the map thing, so I feel like
The map's a good solution, but I think if we're going to steal it, which is what we've thought the plan is, we're going to have a little problem with our reputation and our visibility. People are going to know, right? So maybe our next approach shouldn't be so full in a china shop.
rude.
Sorry, dragon in a china shop.
Thank you. Were you going to say something, Tiff?
First of all, that's my word. It's not yours.
Okay, fair.
And second of all, I'm not the biggest people person, but we could negotiate.
So how do you imagine negotiate? Do you want to like talk to a guard? Do you want to,
I mean, are
what
we
you
thinking of
planning
an
on doing?
alternate scenario to get the map that isn't the one we just
No.
used?
No, that's gonna happen. So talking
Okay.
as the game master, that's already done.
Okay.
We're gonna replay it back in real time and see how everything goes. But this gives us the option to also fail a little bit.
Once we get the map, what's the next step?
Exactly.
Gotcha. Disguises. That's, that was my
Oh,
thought. Disguises. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you want to talk about the plan a little bit, like what you do with the disguise?
Well, if we're worried about our reputation, we'd have to disguise ourselves somehow. Maybe some sort of
That's fair.
glamour,
So you-
because there's not much you can do with these horns and this person's height. And, we can maybe sneak in, maybe as visiting diplomats, something like that. Security team.
Oh, so you imagine yourselves to be dignitaries.
Something like that. Diplomatic
All right,
community.
let's
I don't know. No bad ideas.
flash forward.
Oh no!
We're
Oh,
on
no.
time right now. Flash forward.
Why are we taking the first idea? Why are we taking the very first
Dignitaries.
idea?
This is a great test case. So we're flashing forward.
Mhm.
We're both gonna do a couple of stealth checks All right, but before
Oh,
you
God.
tell me the result, I'm going to set up the scene. You both have very beautiful but ill-fitting robes that, for a dignitary, is typically bespoke and tailored. There is a uniform to be worn, but it seems as if maybe something has happened. So I need both of you to roll a stealth check as you're walking up to the front guard, just the basic earliest entrance here. Right here. You're going to walk right into this section right there. Just a
Famously,
couple of posted sentries, and you're walking like dignitaries in there. Just give me a stealth roll.
11.
Okay.
6.
So immediately, the guard that's closest to
Yeah.
Professor
Do you want to
Keister,
know what I would say?
well, he's saying, yeah, he's like, hey, this doesn't look right. You halt. You stop.
Oh, never mind. Yes, good day, my good guy. Girl? Hard to tell. Wow,
Sorry,
we would
was
like
that
to
an
go on-
insult? Were you?
Where I am from, which is, of course, scuba, we like to insult people as sort of a joke at the beginning. So you're fat and stupid. Could we go inside?
Well, I don't know what strange country you're from, but in Sinister City, we do not allow such disrespect. How do we know how you're going to behave inside? I don't think even you are pretending to be who you're going to be.
diplomatic immunity.
Yes.
Well, then why
Diplomatic
don't you
immunity.
stand right here while I call the ambassador?
Well,
Would you just have
well,
a stand right here? I'm just going to send a
Oh,
message.
excuse me one moment, sir.
Yes?
Would you
Yes.
really like it run up the flagpole that you've let two important foreign dignitaries wait on your doorstep? I don't think so. So
I mean,
go ahead,
let's
tell the ambassador,
do
but
a
I have to
persuasion.
imagine that he's not going to like it very much.
do a persuasion check. Unfortunately, with disadvantage because he really does not believe
God damn it.
Keister is a dignitary.
Well, first one was 16.
Hey.
Second one was 14.
Okay. You really shook him a little bit. That was very convincing. He stands back and he says, all right, sorry I shouldn't have put my hands on you. But, and I'm afraid for security reasons, unless I see your IDs, you'll have to definitely get word from inside. You'll have to wait here.
Didn't
Let
we
me
have a-
discuss this with my other dignitary in our language.
Okay, I'm going to stop here.
Mhm.
We're going to go back to real time. And then Spud, who's the little sidekick in the corner, is going to be like, you guys don't even have the right IDs. How are you going to solve that?
Well, I don't hear any good ideas coming from you, Spud.
Yes, bud.
I just make stuff. That's what I do. I
You
don't
make
I'm not the
IDs
idea guy. That was so easy. You think I'd be asking for help from you?
What do you need to do for IDs, Spudsky?
Well, you got to get the right materials. You got to get a roster to look at the who's coming, what dignitaries, so you have the right names. You got to get the right look. You got to get the right outfits, the right disguise. There's a lot of parts to this equation.
What if I give you money?
Okay, I'll take money. So let's flash forward, and flash forward back to that moment that you just had. You're going to be some gold cheaper, but I want you to do a wisdom check for me.
Me?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, no. I have 0 wisdom. But I have 17 today.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right. That was not quite an easy check, but you did it. So thinking very quickly, you reach into your pocket and you pull out 2 IDs that you remember asking for from Spud, and hand it to the
And I say, my good man and other, what do you think of these? And I hand them, and I put my big old claws behind my back, and I
Well, they taste like real IDs. I think that's pretty good. Why don't you come on in then? I guess. Sorry, pardon me. Your holiness, your dignitariness. It's we're not accustomed
Honor.
to
Your honors.
your honors.
Yeah.
Your
Your
honors.
honors.
I am an uncouth man from the countryside, but I appreciate and I hope you have patience with me for today. And he gives you back your IDs.
when I see your boss, I'm
He
going to
holds
tell
on to
him.
them while you're grabbing them, though. He's holding on to it. He looks you dead
Oh.
in the eye.
When I get inside and I see your boss, I'm going to tell him of the fine people that work this gate.
Will you? You know what? That was persuasive. I'm gonna let you have that. You know what? I like a good compliment. I appreciate that. I'll let that go.
Good-looking people too.
All
Bonsoir.
right. So you're okay. So we're gonna flash back. You're back in day 2. You're back in real time, and the gray man turns to you like, "Okay, that's a bit of a crazy idea, but that we deal with the mob outside, the people who know your faces the best, and we get you inside with disguises." I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I feel like we thought of everything. Are we missing anything here?
No, I just feel like I'm a little confused about where we're entering into.
Well,
That's maybe a meta question. Like, where are we entering into? Thank you.
that's a fair question. This map's not going to help you a whole lot, but it'll help you some.
Oh, there we go.
So where we're entering into, and this is the heist that you're starting into, is that there are basically
Great. This is
3
the actual
groups.
heist. Great.
This is the yes, exactly. So there's lots of sections to this very wide, sprawling metropolis. So if you wanted to go to a certain section, let's say you decided you want to have a religious chat with your clergy, we could go to the religious sector. It's designed in a way that's very easy to access certain districts because they've been very compact and made into artificial, but then eventually these types of districts. So even they're all crime related on some regard, like the black market intel kind of situation was originally just like a guest booth. But you can find anything you want. Okay, so if there's an idea of a location, or we could have gone, for instance, we're skipping that for now, but we could have gone to the theater district or like the arts district to find your disguises, to improve your
I wanted that. That sounded better.
But we could do that for later. I mean, that's fine.
Okay.
We know where we are right now. You're having some success in your heist. We might as well stay there. But right now you're entering this top layer. Okay.
And do we know what
So,
district we're in, Adam?
This is the center of Sani Lulole. This is the center of Sinister City. It's where the kingdom is held. It's where the heart of Lord Sinister's throne is. He is
Okay.
deep underground.
So this is like the power center.
It is the power center, and you do notice that. I mean, power is an interesting term here because as you look around the walls, there's a sharp copper smell. There's metallic smell. There's a luminous kind of glow in lines, in bend and right angles, going all across the walls as you're looking around. And as you're stepping through the gates, you start to notice that people's outerwear sometimes has the same kind of glow. It's almost bioluminescent, but it's alive and moving. It's not just a glowing response.
I turn to Bang Bang and I say, I think we need to get that. I think we need to get these outfits.
Yeah.
Our outfits are stupid. Or though we did get them at the theater district.
But
I'm gonna finish the map telling.
dignitaries wouldn't change outfits in the middle of a diplomatic visit.
Then I'm glad we never made it to the theater district.
So I'm going to describe what's in front of you right now But what we do know, okay, like you can't see not all the detail that's on here is on the map, but what we do
Mhm.
know is that there's a giant goat eye on the top of a perch in the far distance over here. Huge, size of 3 men, and it's a slanted horizontal eye, and it is moving and scanning. And you can kind of see,
Arnar.
you can kind of see the like waves of its gaze a little bit as it's projecting across the land. And the one thing that we know based on our surveillance, flashback to the real time, this is the
Mhm.
gray man. So one thing we know about the map is the eye of the goat, as we call it, is it does not sink below the first level. So once you're below the first level, you're out of its line of sight. However, it has almost total 360 perspective on this entire first level. This entire first level, it can see anything that it decides to hone its focus on. And that is the key. It cannot observe all things at once, but it can hone its focus on things. And once it's decided it can hone its focus, replay in its mind what it thought it saw from other pictures. So it can kind of recast your path. So what you want to make sure that you do is you don't reveal yourself too soon. Otherwise, it will know how you're going to break into this location. Does that make sense?
Sort of like predictive technology, I say to Bang Bang.
I'm a little lost. Sorry. Can you? It watches and it can see the future a little bit.
Yeah. It doesn't see the future. It's more like it's a good guesser, right? And
Right.
it can observe past information macroscopically, but it can't digest it all. But once it says, "Hey, I know that face," it can go back through its little mind memory, its little goat eye memory, and replay all the events that it can actually then predict where you're going next, and the
Gotcha.
heist will be over.
That's why we shouldn't have a plan. It
That's
won't be able
why
to
we
predict it.
That's why we're making it up as we go.
Hey, Spud,
Yeah. Hi,
What?
yeah. What's up?
you want some more money?
I do, but I can only do so much in a day. I mean, I already gonna go. We haven't left to go get the IDs yet. Just as a reminder, you don't have them yet in time, and I'll be busy doing that. So, what's your
Right.
idea?
We need some sort of diversion.
Oh, I love diversions. What were you thinking of in terms of diversions?
I thought maybe you could be our diversion while we judge you and look more cool. No, that's not a good idea. No, don't do that.
I'm not field tested in that way. Were you suggesting a beauty competition? I just want to be clear. If that's
I was
I'm
thinking.
not 100% sure what the plan was. But
I have this
I was
really
a
big
pageant queen.
shield. No, I have this really big shield. I thought you could sneak under, and then you could distract the eye while we go this way.
Doing what exactly? Just dancing in front of it? Like, it's gonna know. It's gonna guess that I'm just a big distraction. It ain't stupid, all right?
Well, then,
Okay, Bang Bang.
shouldn't you decide to do something that you actually sort of want to do in there? Like, I don't know, pretend to steal things that are still valuable, but not as valuable as what we're trying to steal.
Yeah, and then we'll break you out of jail.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the best way to lie is to put an element of truth in your lie. That's what
I'd give you a persuasion test, but I know you're gonna lose. So it's you're not gonna convince me to go out in the field with you. That's what your guys' jobs are.
Don't be scared.
What
Let her
even
persuade
is
you.
your job,
We're gonna
Spud?
flash. We're gonna flash back to the future, and you just said that to Spud, and he's like a little bit hurt. You just like touched him a little bit, like, how do they not know about me? But now we're back in the future. We're back in the plan. We're wearing the outfits. You're by the stairs. You're looking at the stairs, and you see basically where the 2 guard rest houses are, where guards that are not on duty check in, clock in, and if they need reinforcements, they're coming from. They're the 2 round things on either side.
Those are the guard
the far
towers.
distance.
Okay.
They're not towers. They're more like houses. They're more like
Okay.
little huts. They're canvas. They're not made very strongly. They're just temporary barracks, essentially. And in the distance, you do see that there is another path right here with some stairs leading down. And of course, in the darkness, and just remember everything, even though it's the middle of the day, as you enter the deeper, darker parts of Syndicate City, it is all artificially lit. The luminescence starts to create this glow around everything. So you can see, but it is getting darker and darker.
Do I know anything about what is lighting that light? Like, is there a way to turn off those lights, as I guess? So I'm wondering if I have any history about what the lights are.
Oh, you're like trying to remember if you learned something about these kind of lights?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it in media res. While you're in this time space, as you look around, because we don't know this about the interior. You're learning this information now.
Mm-hmm.
Professor Kuster looks around and it goes into a memory. What's that memory?
Hey, Grayman, do we know what lights the lights in that city? Or if there are lights, anything?
No, I'm new here too. And then you have another memory.
I'm just a small dragon. I remember my mother. And she was dating this guy from Syndicate City. And he worked in power. And I can remember him saying, what lights those lights in case you would ever need to turn them off.
All right, can you do a history check for me? It's not going to be that easy.
7.
And that's where the memory ends. You really have no idea. Besides, you remember him explaining it to you, but you did not absorb any of that information. And the memory fades, and the
I have no memory.
Like, what are you talking about? And now we're back. Yeah, no memory.
And then bang. I tried to remember it again, and I just don't know nothing.
Can I perceive anything about the illumination that seems familiar, or would argue that I know what causes it and therefore how to shut it off?
I'll give you a perception check, just like with your eyes, basically what you can see.
Let's take a good old fashioned perception check. 16.
Okay. Again, just using your eyes, you don't know why or how it works. But one thing you do notice is that the lines, even though they're breaking in angles, continue down a source. That as you look further down, you can see, even though it ducks in and out of your visibility, that there's a straight line leading further down and down into the city.
Well, I think that we could follow the lights to the source and see about shutting them off if we need to. Are you able to see in the dark? Because I am.
No.
Great. Well, you could always just hold on to my tail.
I'd love it. Honestly, I'd love it.
But then you wouldn't be much good in a fight.
Unless I bird box.
That was a joke in our original campaign. Rooster bird boxed in the original campaign.
I wasn't bad at it. All right, fine. We need lights, but maybe on the way out, I think to myself, and then I say, bang, bang, what if we find a way to get the lights on the way out? And maybe and I'm so glad that Spud, and then I take off my shield and you see Spud like this inside the shield, maybe, Adam?
Inside, he said he's not going with you. You
no,
can't just make it happen.
I thought I shamed him into it.
Yeah, she shamed him into it. He was shamed. But maybe that could be what he's doing this whole time, is figuring out the lights for when we leave.
I guess you could tell what an NPC to do, but I don't know if you can.
Yeah, you can. No, you
That's
definitely
all
can.
they-
No.
they're a conscious creature.
Adam, let us try.
Well, here's the thing. He's not going. He said he wasn't going to go. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's just the two of you.
Boo.
Yeah, it's just the two of you inside of the sentry thing. But I do want to pause right here, and we're going to enter back at the time because you'll have other opportunities to maybe convince him that this is part
Okay.
of the plan. We're going to put a pause in it right now, and we do know that we've succeeded with the disguise IDs, and you beat the guards. So we're just going to make a little time, and we're going to return to that. And we're going to just say, the gray man's going to come back. He's going to say, all right, well, the accent keeps changing. I don't know why I keep doing that. The gray man comes back, and he says, well, I didn't believe in you, but you did it, I think. That really is going to work. But now we're going to get to the other side of it. We don't know what's there. We have not a clear, from the ground perspective of what to do next. It seems like further into the city, further down, follow the lights. But that's not much of a plan. Is any other ideas?
maybe there are some malcontents who don't really like Lord Sinister and want to cause a bit of ruckus.
An inside person.
We could use
You're gonna-
them.
Oh, so you want?
We could.
Gotta look for an
I'm saying
inside
we
man.
could. We could sow. Well, I'm more saying we could sow discontent to create a larger scale distraction problem, something like that.
Oh, do you mean like within the guard houses once we enter it, or do you mean before we get there?
It would be great if it could happen before we even got there, so it could build.
Okay, we're gonna flash
Yeah,
forward.
so by the time we're there,
Could you just to give me like a really just like a basic persuasion check? You can use your bonus.
Yep. Persuasion check. Oh, it's just a 13.
That's okay. This is more like a 50-50. All right, so you're going to go to section 3.2. That is where the alcoholics are. But that is also where the taverns are, the bars, where the usual just entry-level person who doesn't have their own place to go to mixes with the other comic folk. How do you imagine you guys approaching to sow discontent in this scenario?
Well, do we know anything about the current cultural climate of Syndicate City?
great
For
question.
sure. So it is a kleptocracy, and crime is rules, which means that it is part of business. People expect to be bribed. People expect to be tricked. People expect the worst in other people, and to maintain power, you must maintain both a sense of fear amongst people, but also awe. You must inspire them to do the things that you have maybe a bigger picture, maybe a bigger idea. Maybe you just have a secure scam, or maybe you're just the drunk at the bar that speaks his mind, but everyone can respect that. But it has a real cutting edge to it. So I think you can find people, but buying soldiers is expensive. We don't have that money yet.
Gotcha.
Well, it sounds like, why don't we just go get a drink? And I'm pretty good at intimidation. So maybe we just listen a little bit and then find a tiny guy and be rude to him and intimidate him. And then he will go and tell them that he's unhappy and just kind of get the idea going, you know? Annalise, did you hear what Alex just said? Because that sounded kind of crazy. And right now you're nodding like this.
Yeah.
And
I'm not sure about that. I mean, I was nodding for like the bar, like going to the bar.
yeah, let's go to the bar.
And like,
So
seeing
wait,
if-
Gooster, can you do a performance check real quick? I just want to.
Oh no.
No,
I want to see a
Can I-
performance check.
I have -1 charisma.
Oh, I didn't say
God.
charisma though.
Yeah, but that's what a performance check is rooted in, yo.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Can't I just do intimidation check instead and be like be like a big old-
performance check. It's performance.
10?
Flash forward to this idea that everyone just like imagines in their head, like Spud is like dressed in coming like, I'm not feeling so good about this whole situation. I think we ought to strike. And you're like, yeah. And then like everyone's like, we don't believe in unions. And they all draw their knives and you go, okay. And you dash out. Okay, now we're back.
Okay. So what if we instead this time just go in and sit? Annalise, what were you going to say? Sorry.
I was going to say, what if we go in and sit and then say that the crooks in charge are looking to impose law and order and taxation on the general public?
Ooh, this
can't
is
do the
why
crime
I
anymore.
love you. Yeah.
I just watched
Okay.
a lot of Batman, so it's in there.
Let's Batman this instead of bird boxing it.
Yeah, don't bird box it. So the gray man like thinks about he's like, I don't think about the performance idea is gonna work so much, Professor Booster, but let's try the sowing discontent idea. And we're gonna jump straight to you guys being in the bar. You're having a drink, you're sitting down. It is sweaty. There's not a lot of air movement in there, but it's cozy with the wood and it's dark. And there are a lot of people huddled over their warm, musty beers. But it's what makes them happy. What do you do?
I want to listen first, I think.
Mhm.
Okay. I'll just act out all the other characters in the bar.
Yeah. All right, game master. But what I'm listening for, what I'm trying to hear is there someone that like works in there? Like I don't want to just be talking, trying to make the whole city on edge, although I hope that is what it will do. And at least I didn't know if that's what you're intending, but I'm kind of listening to like, maybe I'll go up to the bar first. Okay. I turn to Bang Bang and I say, I don't know if you can see me in here. It's really dark. This is Professor Cooster talking to you.
I have night vision. It's all right.
Oh, great. Okay. But I think I'm going to go up to the bar, try and get a little something to drink. And do you want something? And maybe we could both be listening for these guys.
I will have a milk. I don't handle strong drink well. I just don't. But I don't know.
Milk with venom
something
in
that,
it?
No, something that looks like a proper drink, but just isn't. I want a clear head.
You want a mocktail?
Yes.
And then so
Absolutely.
you see in the corner of your eye the bartender in the corner listening to your conversation, and as you keep saying milk with poison or whatever, he keeps smirking a little bit, like very
You
much
know what?
amuses him to
No,
hear this.
never mind. I want a large paw of tap dragon.
Okay, now we're talking
That's
bang
what I
bang.
want.
Whoa. He kind of
And
looks
so-
around like no one orders the tap dragon. Wow,
And so I
that's
walk
good
I
stuff.
walk up to the bar and I say, "Hey, Tendy, what if you got me 2 extra super double large tap dragons, please?"
Well, I'd be delighted. I never sell tap dragon. It's very powerful stuff. Like I mean, you're a
We're
dragon,
very
so I-
powerful people.
Right.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to intimidate. You intimidated me. I'm gonna leave. And he drags out, and it's this scaly bottle that's humongous. It's kind of too heavy. Makes him look like a halfling. And at the very bottom, you can see the kind of like what looks like a dragon claw, just sitting in the bottom, pickling inside of the dragon root, tap dragon.
This is fucked up because this is cannibalistic now.
It's just,
And I go
but
up
it's
to the
ornamental.
bartender and I go, "Is that a real effing claw from a real?
No. It's just
Dragon?
marketing. It's a chicken. They just make it look like, how they put feathers on the fish to sell it at the. It's just a thing. Don't kill me, please.
Give me
Please.
the bottle.
That's yours. You can have it. Stealing's normal here, so you can have it.
Here you go,
And
Tiny. And I pour
Thank
one
you.
for. No, you don't get nothing.
Sorry. I
You-
was called Tiny at home. That was kind of weird. I thought maybe.
You are a fart on my foot, sir.
Wow. Could I get you over that? I like you talk to me a little bit more like that later.
Hi, Gus.
I'm not against it.
Oh.
Goodbye for now.
Okay. Bye.
So
you had a drink. You're having a drink of the tap dragon.
And I'm kind of looking around to see like if anyone saw how intimidating and scary I am.
Okay. Do now do a performance check.
Wait, why? Intimidation check.
All right, fine. I'll give you intimidation.
Yee. Okay. 20. Not natural 20, but a 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
You have that feeling where just like a room turns electric all of a sudden, that everyone just notices you, that you're just the focus of everyone's mind. You feel it. It makes you sharp. You have the attention of everybody. You have the respect of some. Others think you may be a bully. Because they like
Good.
that bartender. He's a nice guy. But they respect the way you handled yourself. I think you can gather that much. You have the crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen and roosters, I am here today to say drinks on the house, except only from this tap dragon. If you want some tap dragon, you can have some tap dragon.
Everyone went, yeah, all right, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do that.
And I pass it. And then I go, okay, you've been hearing anything? Bang, bang.
I've been hearing that Lord Sinister is thinking of writing I can't think of the word. God damn it. What is it right now? A town charter. A town charter for Syndicate
I will
City.
translate for other people. He wants to do laws here. What a dick.
Yeah.
What? Lord Sinister with law? I don't know about it. Law.
Well, he
Doesn't
wants to
sound like
do
Lord
the
Sinister.
only crime, and other people can't do any of it.
That was bad. Hey, why don't you stand on this table and tell us more about it, right, guys?
Well, what are we gonna do about it? There's nothing we could do. It's Lord Sinister.
Well, it's the few versus the many. If you have a problem with it like I do,
Yeah, no, I just don't like death rays. I don't do magic.
well, surely
No,
someone else in the
who's-
town knows the weave.
Why are we talking magic? I thought we were just talking a crikey.
Lord Sinister. Lord Sinister is gonna kill us.
He's
That's
a
why.
necromancer.
Right.
He's
I forgot.
scary.
There must be
Yeah,
others that know the weave.
You're on the table right now. I think maybe you have a platform you'd like to talk about.
I was put on this table reluctantly, but I want to know if anybody else knows anyone who knows the weave and can
The weave? What's the weave?
magic.
Oh,
Magic.
yeah, not here so much. No, we're not magic users down here.
It's just him. Really.
No, I mean he has people inside, but like we're just people. We're just we clean and we steal stuff and we stab, but like no.
You clean?
No magic. Well, where do you sleep? The pigsty?
No, you're right. I am a very clean rooster, professor. Okay. Well, then why
But
don't you
look-
just talk to your friends and see if they're maybe cranky too? Because he can't kill us all.
All right.
Right?
Oh yeah, we'll talk. Ooh, we could talk. We could talk. Is there I just feel like you took up a lot of attention for us to just say like go back and talk. There's something. There's nothing.
Yes,
you want to
and
tell me right now.
I think we should have a work strike. On what day?
Strike.
The best day for work strikes are.
Flash forward. We'll tell you the date when you need to know the date. Go back to this time.
Shoot.
We don't have unions, but I guess we could begin one, something like that. Is that what you
If
think?
there's one thing that dictators hate, it is organization of the masses.
All right. Yeah. You did share some Tap Dragon, and I appreciate that. But, striking, are there strike funds? You know what I'm saying? You got some strike funds for me?
Well, if
I
you're,
can convince
if you're
a lot of people.
thieves, why don't you steal them? You call
Well,
yourself a
striking.
thief and you want charity?
Yes.
Yeah, well, we're not working. We're striking.
Well, you haven't saved anything?
Yes, you guys need saving plans.
Yeah.
Whoa! We don't have any benefits. You're right.
Yes.
There's no benefits to these gigs.
Yeah, if they really
I
cared.
work as a soldier right there in the front sentry gate right there. I bet, all kinds of people would like to know about this benefits thing that you're talking about. Having money more than just a week in advance.
And friend, if I were you, I would go in, I would tell all the other soldiers who are mere sentries treated like dirt that you deserve more.
All right, a persuasion check.
Wait, I just give him the dragon, the tap dragon, and just a little. That's my assist. I'd like to assist.
Okay, you can roll. You can roll to assist. Charisma though for you.
Okay.
It's 13.
It'll be. What did you get?
Gus.
9.
Okay. They were like looking like, I think you're trying to get me a little too drunk, Mr. Dragon. And they look at Bang Bang and they say like, you got a point. I hadn't considered my life could be better than it is right now. And there's a big gap between us and the people down in the center of Sinister City, the Lula Lays.
Yeah. If you're not moving forward, you're dying in place.
Yeah, I could see that. And so you really convinced him. And he's like, oh, one more thing. So, yeah, this strike thing that you're talking about, like, is there I don't know. Is there a timing? Is there a sign that we should do?
When you see 2 scruffy-looking dignitaries walk in to your place of work, you'll know the strike has begun.
That's cool. Are they supposed to be somebody?
Us.
Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to know that, but I'm going to roll with it. Flashback to this moment that they were like, could work, Bang Bang. I think this could work.
Cool, Bang Bang.
That's where we're going to go. For after that, the disguises, we're going to start the strike. They're not going to know. And then we're going to head out. Well, we got 2 paths in front of us. But I think that's enough work for today. Let's call it a night.
And I
Sounds
high
good.
five Bang Bang.
Ow.
And you guys give an awesome high five. It rings in the room. Everyone can hear it. It
Clap,
echoes.
clap,
It's
clap.
the best high five anyone has ever. Yeah, it's ever.
Better
given.
than a Top Gun high five.
Yeah.
It's like you don't know your best friends yet, but you are best friends, and
Aw.
it's the best friend high five.
It's a best friend high five.
It's my favorite thing from 30 Rock is when Kelsey
Top Gun high
Grammer
fives.
and Kenneth and Jenna are like
Oh, the best
form
friends club.
we gotta beat you out of the best friends gang.
I said that was my favorite show, and then Adam corrected me at our Newlywed Game this weekend and said that my favorite show was
It
The
is your-
Curse of Oak Island, and it's right.
Mm.
Yeah,
It
that
is true.
your
I love that
favorite
History
show.
Channel show. I have watched every season.
I'm gonna mark a clip right here. I didn't have an outro to that, but that was thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Annalise.
It was
Adam.
fun.
It was
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was fun.
Fun.
Yeah, it was
Sorry,
fun.
was it a little confusing at first?
I forgot like just the hopping back and forth, but like
The hop back and forth.
it's like it's low stakes and it was super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself, and
Yeah.
I can really see the map now. At first, I didn't see the map, so I think I was confused. I thought we were just picking up where we left off, which was the like we had just gotten out, we had run away, and then it would be like, all right, let's look at the map. That's why I thought it was like.
Oh,
but
James
instead,
loved it.
We jumped. We
Thanks,
did?
James. James loved it.
I love you, James.
Not really a magic bar. Love you, James. Kurt Russell, Sylvester Stallone, high five.
This is why you're our number one fam.
Yeah.
I love you so much. Glad you're here.
Oh.
I wish I could see these chats in here. That's the whole reason I signed
I
up.
just-
Like a unified chat stream.
I just have my YouTube up.
Yeah, that's what we might have to do. Is just have somebody be on YouTube or something.
Yay, James said love you. This is so cool.
Aw,
Hi, James.
that's fun. Yeah, that's the part I really want. I really want to do a little
Mhm.
hangout before while everyone's teching. We can chat with people, say hi, and then the curtain rises, show, and then curtain ends, and people can kind of like talk up, as we're outroing out stuff like, oh yeah, this, or like, thanks for coming, guys. Like it'd be nice to chat with people a little bit.
Yeah, I love that.
Not a lot,
Mm.
just like a little bit before.
Oh,
I gotta
God.
take Gus on a walk. He's freaking the fuck out.
No problem.
All right,
That's
love you,
the
honey.
Thanks,
little
Annalise.
the Kuntz stall that you gave him. It's his
Oh,
favorite.
we can hear it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Love you guys.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Love
Bye,
you too.
James.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Love you.
all right, I'm gonna end this recording.